Alright guys, so the time has come for me to start using my Huda Beauty palette. Girl, this palette is everything to me right now. I do have to say that during transit, this one here, it broke. I'm gonna fix it. I already YouTubed it. But for the sake of this video, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyway, let's get right into it. Right now, I'm going to be showing you guys the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette. I just got this. I know it's not brand new, but this is a palette created by Huda, and she is a top-notch beauty guru. Check her out on YouTube, check her out on Instagram. She has her own beauty website where you can purchase this and many other things as well. This is her first ever eyeshadow palette, and for being her first eyeshadow palette, I feel like she knocked it out the box. Like for her next eyeshadow palettes, I can only imagine what she's gonna come up with, because these were to die for. So first off, I'm going to show you some pigments on some of the products. So I'm just going to open up the box here, and this is what you get. You see how messy it is. I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to clean it up, but I wanted to get to this video as soon as I could, so I wasn't able to clean it up. So there are 10 matte eyeshadows, I believe 6 shimmer shadows, and 3 3D chromatic shadows or something like that. You can check out the details up on her website, or you can also check out my website. I did a beauty vlog about it because I just felt like this palette is beautiful. It's so, how do you say, it's so versatile. You know, like you can use so many of these colors to create the simplest of makeup looks, and you can use so many of these colors to create the most dramatic, glamified, slay till you're dead kind of makeup look, because this is just like the best ever. You don't need any other colors other than what's here. Eyeshadows, all of them are very blendable. So you know how with matte eyeshadows you really have to work with it so that it can blend into your crease and it can blend very nicely and seamlessly. Well, with these mattes, you don't really have to work too much with them. It doesn't really transfer product out of where you're putting it, and it's not so pigmented where you can't blend it at all. So I feel like that's really good about these shades. So I just want to start off and say that my brushes are clean. They are spot cleaned, so they do look kind of wonky, but they are clean. So just so you know. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my Morphe M330 blending brush, and I'm going to grab the color Shy. And I'm just going to dab it right in there like I normally do. And as you see, when I dab it, I grab a lot of the product on the brush, but there's not a lot of fallout at all. At all. And when you tap the excess, it's like nothing. It's like nothing at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let me just let you guys also know that I have my eyelids already primed and prepped. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and place this in my crease. I'm going to tilt my head back. This is usually how I do it. And just swipe it across the crease. Back and forth. Then I tilt my head this way. And I kind of like flare it out, just so that it doesn't stop short right there. I'm going to add a little bit more product to the outer edge of my eye. And this is going to be my transition shade. Okay. This one right here. I'm going to take some of the product onto the brush. Tap out excess. You can't even see that it's actually being tapped out because it's so, it doesn't have any fallout. There's barely any fallout, and the stuff that's on my palette is because of the transit, but I'm just gonna put that right in the crease and not really move it from that area. Just go back and forth, but not all around. And just concentrate it more in the socket. That's where I want it. And then whatever's left over, I tend to bring it up towards the eyebrow and flare it out. Now, I'm going to highlight my brow bone. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and use this concealer brush. Yes, I know. This is by Vasanti, and this is eyeshadow 2. This is a, oh no, actually, it's an eyeshadow brush. I thought it was a concealer brush all this time. I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone with Moon Dust. So I'm just going to take a little bit. Look at that. I barely even touched it. And look at all the product. So epic. I'm just like so flabbergasted right now. I'm just going to put it right here. And on her website, she says that you can use some of these shimmer shades as like your highlight for your Cupid's bow. I want to put this underneath my brow bone. Can you guys see that right now? Because if you can't, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to go ahead and start darkening up my my lid. So I'm going to go ahead with this small brush. This is from H&M. It has no name, but it's dual-sided. So this side is for eyeliner and this side is a blending brush. So I'm going to take henna. I'm just lightly tapping it, and look at all the product I'm getting on my brush. I'm just going to put that in the crease as well. And I'm going to bring it towards the front of my eye as well. I'm also going to place it in my outer V right here and bring it in toward my lid, the center of my lid, and kind of like flare it out. Great. So now, oh no. So now I'm going to go ahead with a clean blending brush, and this is this one here. This is by Scone, and this is a blending brush. I don't know what number it is, but I'm just going to blend it toward my eyebrow bone, just so that there's no harsh lines, and everything blends seamlessly, so it looks like it's kind of airbrushed. I'm also going to bring it toward my inner corner. So this is a very light transition so far, and I really love it. I get excited for this. So now I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to use the color Man Eater, and I'm just going to take some right onto the brush. And I'm just going to place it on my lid by dabbing it gently and making sure that it's really close to the eyeline. I'm going to get it in my inner corner as well. Really concentrated there. And make sure it's just evenly all over the lid. Okay, so now that I have that on there, I'm going to use this brush once again, and I'm going to take Bossy and focus it on the outer corner. And also on my inner corner. And then now I'm just going to put a little bit on top and flare it out toward the end. Alright, now I'm going to take my blending brush that I used before and just blend this all out. I'm gonna take henna and put it underneath my waterline and connect it on the outer end, because you never want to have like that weird disconnect. You want to make sure that always meets when you're doing shadows like this. This is a really long video, so I'm so sorry if you don't like it. Okay, now I'm going to take my smudger brush, like I said. I'm going to go in with Cocoa and darken up the closest as I can to my waterline. It's best to use your finger to apply the shimmer shades because you get the most out of the product that way. So, I'm going to be using two. I'm going to be using Fling in the center and Moon Dust in the center. Okay, so let's first take Fling. See how beautiful that is? I'm going to place it right in the center of my eye and slightly move it up toward the crease area. But I'm not going to put any there specifically. Like, I'm not going to pack it on there. Just going to mostly pack it onto the closest to my lid. My waterline, I guess? My lashes. The closest to my lashes. So you see how beautiful this is? Now, in order to blend this so it's not like a harsh line right here, I usually just continue fading it out with my same ring finger that I'm using to apply it, but I'm not adding more product at all. See how it kind of like fades nicely? So you can see already that there's like a pop of color on my lid. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the flat side of this brush and take some of the product and in the same area that I placed it on the top, I'm going to place it on the bottom. Take my pinky and put it into the Moon Dust, grab some of that product. I'm going to put it right in the center. Right there. And right underneath my eye. And blend that out with my finger. just gonna curl my lashes. And apply my mascara like I usually do. I did line my waterline with a Wet n Wild pencil liner. And this is in You're the Yin. And I just put it right there. Connected to my upper lid. A little bit of black truffle. And I just set the liner with black truffle. And this is pretty much all I did. So I really enjoy this palette, and I hope you guys take this video for what it's worth. And if you're a beginner, I feel like this is the perfect palette for any beginner. I wish they had these back in the day, because girl, my makeup was blotchy as fuck. Like blotchy, and I thought I was a shit, and it wasn't at all in any way. But this is a makeup look that I got, that I, you know, fell in love with. And I usually don't really steer away from nudes and bronzes, so this is completely different for me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share my website. Please share my makeup blog. Please share my YouTube video. Beginner, would you buy this palette? Would you use it? And if you're like a makeup artist like me, I will definitely be adding this into my makeup collection and my makeup kit for my clients, because I feel like this will really minimize all the stuff that I do have in my makeup kit right now. So I feel like this is the one, you know. So let me just show you a side by side, because this has nothing. So I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like. Ooh, excuse me. And my face is really pale right now, so I still need to add definition and stuff like that to my face. But this is just for an overall just eye look. I'm gonna come up close. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.